All right. Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable NBA Edition. I'm your host, Justin Jones, here with co-host Sebastian Pluvios. He's back. He wasn't here for the last episode. He was out sick. He had an undisclosed sickness. We don't know if it was syphilis or gonorrhea.
What the
Like,
fuck? Yo, bro. Whoa. Let's not start telling people I'm out here getting STDs, bro. Nah, you see now how this
nah,
nigga try
I
to
didn't
pay
know.
me.
I wasn't. No, I didn't say you had either or. I'm just naming out things. It's an undisclosed
Nigga, why the
sickness.
fuck would you name out STDs, nigga? Why don't you name out a
Uh-huh.
common flu or fucking
Oh,
nigga? I was out with the flu, basically.
so you had
Nigga
the
talking to
flu,
yes, not no
L-
fucking gonorrhea.
like
You crazy?
Michael Jordan in Game 6. What was it?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, I was not coming on here.
Okay.
we
Okay.
was not
Okay.
gonna we
But
was not gonna get through a segment without me coughing.
right. All jokes aside, is glad to have you back here on the platform. What's going on, man? How's life treating you, man?
Shit, man, we here, man. We feeling good. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Yeah, I'm
gain
not
home
sure.
court advantage.
Listen, man. You know what? Let's just start with that series right there. The New York Knicks picked up a win last night. I believe, what was it 108 to 106? A
That
two
game
point
lasted
victory,
forever. Yeah.
a 2 point victory either way for the New York Knicks. It came down to the final seconds, a lot of botch plays and a lot of chaos, but the Knicks was able to prevail. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. He won the Clutch Player of the Award that same night and ended up having some big buckets down the stretch of that game. Once again, right now the Knicks are up 2-1 in the series, with the next game still being in Detroit. So just like you said, they gained back home court advantage. So how you just feeling about this series right now as a whole, and what do you think of the performance from the Knicks last night?
Um, to me, this series this far is it's more so testing the Knicks because when I look at the Detroit Pistons, they don't really feel me. They're playing with house money. There's no real expectation on them. They're just going out and just playing. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff. I definitely like the way he's been coaching these boys. Like he's just really telling them like, yo, go out there and just really just play aggressive. And that's what they've really done. They played an aggressive style of basketball to where they're sort of low key punking the Knicks. If you look at it, like feel me, one team has the talent, the other team just has the grit and heart. When I look at a guy like Cade Cunningham, he's not backing down from nobody in this series. Really, nobody. Like no matter who's the defender in front of him, he's good as he's to himself. He's like, I'm gonna get a bucket regardless. Like, feel me? Shout out to Cade Cunningham too. And then when I look at a guy like Malik Beasley's of the world or the Tim Hardaways of the world, like, feel me? We gonna go out and hoop. Feel me? We gonna go out. We gonna shoot lights out from three. Another guy too that deserves his props. Somebody that's been a journeyman around this league, Dennis Schroeder. I feel like every team could use a Dennis Schroeder. Because at the end of the day, really, he's going to play hard. He might not be the best defender. He might not be the best scorer, but he's going to make sure he gives you 110% on the fucking court. And that, for me, something I got to respect. So when I'm looking at that, when I'm looking at this series, they're just really just going after it. Like, regardless of what happened, they usually been getting off to a lot of hot starts. And when I look at game three, they got off to a slow start, but they find a way to always get back into the game. So when I say get back into the game, like feel me, the Knicks went on like a 21-3 run in like the second quarter. That didn't phase them. They were up at least by like 14 points and a half. By the time I look up in the third quarter, we're looking at a tied game too. So this for this series, I feel like the Knicks has definitely been tested. Just based on like mental toughness, physicality, and all types of things like that, to where they haven't been tested all season. And I think I love the way that they responded. I know Jalen Brunson is gonna do his thing regardless because he's averaging damn near around 33. I like how Karl Anthony Towns definitely responded from somebody from going from game two to not scoring a bucket in the second half to finish it with 10 points to go off for 30 points in the next game when you need that. You definitely need Karl Anthony Towns to be very aggressive and look for shots in this series because you're not going to win a game without Karl Anthony Towns scoring. That's your second best player. And the other guys, too, the OG Ananobis of the world, the Mikal Bridges of the world, both putting up 20 points, too, as well. You're going to need all that because this Detroit team is not going to go away. They're going to keep coming at you on the offensive end. Kate Cunningham's going to keep doing his thing. When I just look at it, it's just like this is going to be a mental tough series for the Knicks to where you have to respond. It's like you can't come out lackadaisical. You can't come out soft. You gotta feel me for 4 quarters straight. You gotta play your heart out. You gotta play hard. You can't have these plays where we're looking lost on offense or have slow starts because Detroit will capitalize on that. They're a team that goes from offense to defense real quick. And I've seen a turn of events to where we're up 10 points and just like that, feel me, it's a 2-point game. So I've seen it on numerous occasions. So shout out to the Knicks for getting a win last night. Wasn't an easy one too, as much as the game was in our hand for most of the point. This team did not go away, did not back down one bit. Even cutting it to a 2-point game, feel me? And just even trying to draw up plays just to find at least a shot with damn near 0.5 seconds left is just like is a testament to what this team is really about. They hungry, they want this win bad. But feel me, game 4 is not going to be an easy one though. But I feel like the pressure is more so on the Knicks to win game 4 than it is for Detroit.
Yeah, you made a lot of good points. Shout out to the New York Knicks for picking up that victory last night. You definitely made some points that, I was definitely thinking of. One of the players, that felt that was gonna be key in this series was gonna be Carl Anthony Towns. And just like you said, he did end up responding last night. And just with that physicality and mental toughness that you talked about, Carl Anthony Towns is showing that, the Detroit Pistons are like a real gritty, nasty team. And they have players like Isaiah Stewart that's, is really gonna muck up the game. But Carl Anthony Towns, like I seen like there was like a little scuffle last night, and then Paul Reed was getting into it with Mitchell. I believe Mitchell Robinson, and then Carl Anthony Towns stepped in and ended up pushing Paul Reed. That's not something that's really in Carl Anthony Towns' character that we've seen in the past. But him doing that last night showed me that he, is really invested into this New York Knicks squad, and he really feels like they can try to do something in this year's playoffs. In terms of just the series and on Detroit, and they haven't really, won a playoffs game in Detroit since 2008. So it's like this team is very unexperienced. And I think like last night, if you even look at the last play, to not even be able to get the ball and like to get a shot up is just like it's kind of a player mistake, a coaching mistake, like. Stuff like that just can't happen. Like it was just a lot of little things that the Pistons did make those mistakes and the Knicks didn't, and that's why they're up in this series 2-1 right now. Um, I think all the games is really gonna come down to the fourth quarter and late game execution because the Detroit Pistons do have a lot of talent on their roster. Cade Cunningham is gonna keep them in the game. They're gonna need more from Malik Beasley. He's someone that ended this year second in total 3 pointers made. He's gonna have to average 18 to 22 points a night if they're going to be able to try to advance in this series. Dennis Schroeder's gonna do his thing. Jalen Duren, he's really gonna have to make it harder for Carl Anthony Towns. He's doing his thing, on the offensive end, but he's really gonna have to stop Carl Anthony Towns from really being a true X factor. Carl Anthony Towns having 30 points like that last night, and Jalen Brunson having 30, and OJ and Anobi playing well, and Mikal Bridges. That's just a lot of firepower. And if Cade Cunningham and Malik Beasley don't match that, I just don't think Detroit's really gonna have a chance in this series. Um, I still think it goes 7 games because I don't think either team has really shown they're clearly better than the other. I just seen some little mistakes, from Detroit in the final minutes because the Detroit could have ended up winning that game last night. It was really that close of a game, so we could have been talking about it. Detroit being up 2-1 right now, but shout out to the Knicks for getting the job done. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau. Um, I'm interested to see how he still handles the minutes leading, up to every single game moving forward. They're gonna have to find some sparks off the bench. Cameron Payne, he's gonna have to, see what he could do. But yeah, shout out to the Knicks.
Game 4, Jalen Brunson, 35 points. But we haven't seen the best. Sorry, my
Say it
mic cut
again.
off. We have not seen the best of Jalen Brunson yet. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Game 4 is when we gonna see Sunday. You gonna want to watch this game, Justin. Jalen Brunson is about to erupt for 40 fucking points. And we're gonna bring it back to Madison Square Garden up 3-1. I just think
Right.
that right now, like that win just gave like a little confident booster. Like, feel me? Like it's like, all right, we have what it takes to beat this team. Like, feel me? There's no doubt in our mind that we're the better team. But at the same time, is like Kate Cunningham, bro. Like I can't say enough about just what he does on the floor because it's like he's scoring at any place. Like it's not like feel me, the defense could shift him into forcing up a shot where he doesn't want to score, like on the floor. I'm looking at it post work, midi work from the three, like getting to the basket. It's like, and with that, it gravitates a help defense to where now I see guys like Tim Hardaway getting open shots, Malik Beasley getting open threes, and I'm just like, yo, why the fuck are we always like, why the fuck are the 3-point shooters always open? But it makes sense now though. But feel me, you made a valid point too. I just wanted to say that because I was watching the game yesterday. You said this nigga, you said this nigga Tobias, this nigga Tobias Harris could have either 20 points or 2 fucking points.
Not for real.
Yo.
He's a real
Oh
up and
shit.
down player. Tobias Harris is though another player that's gonna have to step up in that series. He can't have 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's gonna have to at least have 10 points. He gets paid a decent dollar. Um, he just has to be better. But we're gonna
Wait,
talk
wait.
about.
Tobias Harris, Nico Harris, Robert Harris, Nixon 5.
Yeah, shout out to Shannon Sharp. He's going through some personal things
Stop
that
fucking with them buddies, Unc. Too goddamn old. Fuck. Got this white bitch
nah.
trying to take you for everything you got, nigga.
The one thing I will say is that whether he did it or not, because we'll never know. The only people who really know is that girl and him. But Shannon, when she was, because you started allegedly, this is what it said. You was talking to her and like 2 years ago. You was still in your 50s and she was 19 years old. That's just insane, Unc. Like you gotta like I just don't understand how that really makes any sense. Um,
Now
I
let's talk into that a little though, because that shit
no
been
no
pissing me off the whole week.
no. Hold on, but I was gonna say I've watched a lot of his podcast, the nightcap with him and Ultra. He be saying lines like, "If you ain't 280, you not a lady." That girl's not 280 pounds, but that girl's 100 pounds. So you're
She's not.
saying one thing on nightcap and listen, all these celebrities I know are a little freaky. They be doing weird shit. Like I'm not. I don't care what's going on in another person's bedroom, but we can't act like that's not just some weird behavior. Like you can't be in your 50s with a 19-year-old. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's out of pocket, bro.
Like whether it was consensual or not, it's just, and then it's like you're too old. You can't even tell when you're being recorded. If you listen to the audio, I can tell like she was recording you. Like it
Yeah,
was.
bro. No, she really said it. That's a fucking lick, bro. The nigga's 53 years old, bro. Like, feel me? I can understand if you got you like a shit, 27, 30-year old, 40-year old, my nigga. The bitch still drinking Similac and shit, bro. She not even a baddie, nigga. That bitch is just white. And she does OnlyFans, bro. The fuck, bro? You don't need that. Like, I'm looking at it, like, I'm thinking, like, feel me? If you're gonna go down for something, at least go down for something worth going down for. Some ebony, bro. Some bitch with a bro. That bitch is white bullshit, bro. That bitch look like a whore, nigga. The fuck, yo, Unk, bro. Nightcap, bro. Club Shay Shay. First take, bro. You throwing that all away, bro, for some weak ass white bitch, bro. Fuck no, bro. Yo, Uncle Shay Shay, bro, you better than that, bro. Yo, you too old for that, nigga. Go get you a nice little black woman. She gonna take care of you, bro. Go do whatever the fuck you gotta do, bro. Settle down, bro. There's no way you 53 years old with that whack ass white bitch, bro. Now she's
Nah,
trying to
yeah, but
extort you for all your millions, bro. You work too goddamn hard for all your fucking millions to let it go for some little weak ass white bitch, bro. Yo, you tweaking, Unc. You tweaking, you niggas let you rock with that live shit, and now you over here doing this shit, bro. You freaked out, nigga. You
nah,
too
yeah,
old to
like
be freaked out, nigga. Go to
nah,
church.
yeah, nah, like I just don't understand. It's like all jokes aside, you're 50 plus years old. You gotta like that's around the time you should at least be trying to like find a relationship, bro. Like try to settle down,
Yeah,
like
get
because
older with somebody.
you almost 60, bro. So it's like you messing with a girl that young, they do silly and crazy shit, bro. Like that's what young females do, bro. And then it's like you're a successful black man, bro. You don't find it weird that the reports came out you was just about to sign $100 million deal, and now this is happening, bro? You
Yeah, bro,
gotta
that's
you,
extortion at its finest, bro. Regardless of how if the situation was consensual or
whether
not, bro.
whether it's extortion or not, I can't blame her because he put himself in the situation, bro.
100%, man.
That girl is too young, bro. Like,
Too young, and she snow, bro. You fucked up, bro. Go get you a nice, black baddie, bro. Feel me? BBL, bro. You over here fucking with some little skinny bitch that probably throws up every time she eats to keep herself fucking skinny as shit, bro. I just had to get off my chest, but that shit was pissing me off the whole week, bro.
nah, nah, nah. I definitely brought it up for a reason. I definitely just wanted to say that because it's like I be seeing it's really the comments that annoy me, and then it'd be like, oh no, he's innocent. It's not. Whether he's innocent or not, bro. It's still weird behavior, bro. You brought up the whole Instagram live thing, bro. Do you know how many steps it is to go on Instagram live?
Nigga, you know how long it takes us to go on live?
No, no. I feel like sometimes people just overthink things. Like, let's be real. Do you know how many steps it takes to go on Instagram live?
You really gotta swipe left. You gotta
He
swipe
doesn't
towards life.
even. No, 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 no. But he be see like I don't like when people say one thing and then it's another. He be on that cap talking about he doesn't even go like he doesn't even use FaceTime.
Alright, that's a fucked
So
up.
then how do you must know like mistakenly
Bro, that nigga's
you
too
just
old for
don't
this,
you
bro.
ended up on Instagram live and now it's this situation. I don't know what's true, what's not, but you're putting yourself in weird situations and it's just making you look weird. Like it's just Lori, like everything just can't be not true. And it, bro, come on,
Yeah, bro, you fucking getting extorted, bro. And that's off of your hand, bro. Nobody told you go dabbling in some young snow, bro. You too old for that, nigga. You dead ass too old for that, bro. Fucking what you call it, first take, bro. Now we don't get the Lakers. Like, feel me? Like the LeBron, like the Lakers segment's not gonna hit the same, bro, because you fucked that up, nigga. You fucked that up, nigga. Nigga's crazy, bro. Nigga's crazy. Don't. If I ever get to that point, nigga, I'm getting me a nice little Miss Daisy. I'm going old with somebody, bro.
listen, man.
White bitch OnlyFans, bro. Like you hear
Listen, man.
yourself, nigga. You too old for that, nigga.
Listen, man. Court case, home base, cheesecake. Lakers are fire. So
Niggas,
speaking of the Lakers versus Timberwolves, they're going to be playing tonight, Game 3. It was definitely an interesting game too. I feel like the whole world knew like the Lakers were going to bounce back. The thing was that I don't think everyone thought Minnesota was going to come out so lackadaisical. I really watched the game from start to finish. I'm literally just standing in front of the TV, and then it's like it took a while for Anthony Edwards to get going. Jaden McDaniels not hitting no threes. Now Nas Reed is not hitting no threes. I think some of their players you can get in their head too easy. I don't think no one's gonna notice that Nas Reed is an amazing talent. Look at game 1. When he was on, I'm seeing him throw up shots and they just keep going and I'm like, what the fuck? But once you get in his head, bro, he starts tweaking out. Or you can't let Austin Reeves get in your head, bro. You know that you'll slap the shit out of Austin Reeves, bro.
Yeah,
We
that's the
get it.
last person you want to get.
But don't let him get. And I'm a Lakers dude, but I'm saying like, look,
Realistically
Nas
speaking,
Reed.
though,
Realistically speaking, and now Jaden McDaniels, when he's on and he's knocking down those threes, oh, he's an amazing player to watch. Game 1, Game 2, they're getting in his head. He got 3 fouls in the first half. Nas Reed got 4 fouls. Julius Randle got 4 fouls. Y'all, I think y'all taking the physicality a little too much, and it's hurting y'all. I like in the playoffs that a lot of these series, the Denver Nuggets versus the Clippers, the Lakers versus the Timberwolves, the Detroit Pistons versus the Knicks, they're physical series. All the unders have been cashing on FanDuel. They're real gritty series, but you can't let it fuck with you like you being on the floor because now y'all in foul trouble. I seen somebody playing game 2. I didn't even know who that was. Like, and you gotta play him now because it's like there's
keep
no.
going, Just. I'm about to fix son. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm saying like now they're forced to play him minutes because Julius Randle's in foul trouble, McDaniel's in foul trouble, Nas Reed is in foul trouble. So I just feel like the Timberwolves have to be stronger mentally going on in this series. Luka Doncic has just been cooking so far. I feel like the Minnesota's coaching staff has to really figure out how to adjust that matchup because Luka Doncic, if he's gonna have 20 points in the first quarter, he's not just gonna slow down. He's gonna keep scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring. So now you're looking at Luka having 30, 40 to 50 points throughout the whole series, and I don't really feel like that's gonna be the recipe for success for y'all. So y'all gonna have to adjust that matchup. Nas Reed is going to have to start. Rudy Gobert is going to come off the floor because they're just really just picking at him. And I seen Charles Barkley say they can't do that the whole series or they shouldn't. Why would you change something that's working? If Luka Doncic is gonna cook Rudy Gobert every game, then why the fuck would they go away from that? So
They saying that they shouldn't do that the whole game.
I said, I be because the games being beyond TNT. I be
Yeah.
watching what they be saying. Charles Barkley saying, if I'm the Lakers, I just don't want to keep going at Rudy Gobert the whole game in that same offensive play. I would keep doing that because it's frying them and they can't do anything to stop it. Why would you not? So I didn't
It
understand.
worked last year for Luca to get to the finals. Why the fuck wouldn't it work right now?
Right. So I'm interested to see what once again the defensive adjustments that they do. We seen in the post game interview after game two, Anthony Edwards did say he was confused by their defense. Um you're gonna have to figure it out. They be comparing you to baby Michael Jordan. You better figure that shit out. They're not the defense wasn't that fucking astronomical. Like so I don't know what he was talking about. Mike Conley. Why is he playing if he's not going to score?
That
Put
nigga
in
old.
Rob Dillingham if you need. Like you're gonna need to outscore them because I don't understand. Like Mike Conley's not doing anything.
Yeah, I think
So
Luka Doncic has got off to two strong starts, and so sorry, and it's only going to get worse because now he's more comfortable. And the worst part about it is we still haven't seen the best from LeBron James yet.
facts. That's a good point.
We still haven't seen the best from LeBron James yet. Because feel me, he's getting his thing. He's getting his offense within the flow. Like feel me, it's not been relatively forced. It's like feel me hasn't chucked up too many bad shots, but more so does letting Luca cook. Feel me? Because I guess he's sitting back. He's watching how Luca was doing his thing against the Timberwolves last year, and he says like he has a recipe. He literally is the factor to all that. And when I look at it, he's right. There's not nobody that could check Luca on that court, and you're gonna have to match scoring. And feel me? And I don't think we're gonna see another game to where Minnesota shoots lights out. You're gonna really have to have Jaden Daniels, Nas Reed, Anthony Edwards, then come along to the second half. Julius Randle all shoot lights out. And I don't think JJ Redick is allowing that to happen. JJ Redick is more attention to detail. So his minor tweaks in game two to where now we're not like feel me, we're gonna let certain people get up these shots, feel me. We're gonna blitz ants when we can, feel me. So he's not getting into a flow of things. It's like it's a testament to what JJ Redick has done for this coaching team. Because feel me, I've seen when we all seen the clip where he's upset, like he's really verbally expressing, like feel me, like Jesus Christ, get to the fucking like feel me, like you see him just spazzing. Like you don't really see that from too much coaches, bro. He demands that attention to detail. So game three, feel me, I think it should be more so. It's a must win for the Timberwolves. Must win, must win, must win. I don't know how you do it. I don't know who has to step up and be the second best player. Julius Randle has been subpar thus far. I'm not going to say he's
Now
been
hold
bad.
on,
I'm
hold
not
on,
going to
hold
say.
on, Julius. Now hold on right there. Julius Randle played well in game two. He was the best player
Yeah,
in
yeah.
game. He
That's what
was
I'm
the
saying.
best player.
Subpar.
He was the best player in game two. Now I feel like what JJ Redick was doing was really just let if Julius Randle is gonna dribble the ball down to 5 seconds from the shot clock and then play that type of offense, we're gonna live with that because it's not getting anyone else involved. It's not getting nobody open. So if that's the offense that they want to play out, we'll let Julius Randle dribble the shit out the basketball and just post up all game like because our offense is too prolific for that. We have three dudes that can on any given night just go for 30 points. You brought up the point. LeBron James hasn't even turned it on yet. Austin Reeves has been playing like shit.
Yeah, he's been playing like shit.
Hasn't been able to hit no 3-point shots. He had 16 back-to-back nights off terrible shooting. So we haven't. The Lakers are tied 1-1, and we haven't even seen the big three play well yet. We've really just seen Luka Doncic just keep us. Well, we kind of got beat up in game one, but off his leadership in game two, he led us to get that win. So I I just don't think the Timberwolves have enough. I think a lot of people try to push a narrative because they hate on the Lakers and they want to make it seem like the Timberwolves could really match up. I just don't think so. I just don't think they have the mental toughness. Rudy Gobert is on the floor and he's not really doing anything.
Yeah, it's just a bad
Mike
matchup for them.
Conley's on the floor and he's not doing anything.
Yeah, you're gonna need a prolific offense, but feel me? You know they do say role players play better at home though, so I'm probably gonna expect a big game from either Dante DiVincenzo, either Nas Reed, got to step up again, or Jaden Daniels, because you know Anthony Edwards is going to be there. Julius Randle is going to give you what he's going to give you on the floor. Feel me? And to your point again, in a playoff series where feel me, time management does matter. Feel me? You need every second of the clock. If you winding down the clock to like 5 or 4 seconds, and then you chuck up a bad shot, feel me? You're just bailing out the defense. So that's why I said he's been playing subpar. Because when I look at these games, it's like these shots are coming like it feels forced. I'm not gonna lie, like I sit here and watch Julius Randle. I've been watching him for the season. The shot attempts feel forced. It feels like feel me, we're winding down the shot clock and feel me. Now see if we miss. We just gave up a whole possession. And feel me, 2 minutes in a playoff game feels like 20 minutes. 4 minutes could feel like forever. Cause that clock is like it moves like it's moving slow. And a 4 point lead feels like it could be a fucking one. It might as well be a 1 point lead in the playoffs. So every possession matters too. So I think they need a better job of just, time management and possession. I think they need to get to these sets quicker. I think Anthony Edwards has to be more of a decision maker in this. I know you can score, but now it's getting the others involved. You might have to embark on being a point guard role because Mike Conley's not gonna hasn't give you nothing thus far. Feel me? He's fucking small as shit on defense. Like feel me? Like I seen a play where feel me, LeBron just catches it. Luka Doncic, he sees the mismatch, catches it right up on his bitch ass. It's not, feel me, like it's not
All
sustainable.
right, hold on. You didn't have. He's a bitch.
On his bitch
Wait, no,
ass, man.
that was kind of what the
Yeah, bro. My son Braun said one
fuck,
more
man.
right there. Yeah,
No,
bro.
no,
Right
no,
up on
yeah,
his
yeah.
bitch ass, man. Feel me? Like, feel me? You getting punked, nigga. Go sit your old ass down, man. Feel me? That's what it's looking like. Go sit your old ass down. But at the end of
No,
the
but
day,
you.
like, feel me?
No, I was gonna say you definitely made a great point with Anthony Edwards being more of a playmaker. 9 assists in game one. I don't. He had 0 assists in game two. He has not had a
Not
game
gonna get
with.
it done.
He has not had a game with zero assists with like in the last 4 years.
He's not gonna get it done. Because if that's the
So
case, feel me?
yeah, so the role players definitely gonna have to be better in game three. I do expect them to be a little bit better, but once again, I expect LeBron James 25 points tonight, Austin Reeves 25 points tonight, Luka Doncic 25 points tonight. Lakers win. I just gave y'all the parlay. Don't come back like he didn't give the parlay. No, I just told y'all what it is. Lock it
Listen,
in.
man. If the Lakers do, I mean, if the Minnesota Timberwolves lose tonight, you can say Ant Man, Superman, Spider Man. Lakers in five.
Right. So another series that we need to talk about is the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Memphis Grizzlies. So we just seen the second largest comeback in playoff history, 29 points. The Grizzlies was up, and then it just all fell apart. Just the minute that third quarter started, it was like the whole aura was gone. The crowd wasn't there anymore. A lot of people were saying it was because John Morant was not there no more, but you still can't give up a 29-point lead. Now, does this have something to do with the fact that you fired your coach within minutes of the playoffs? I don't. We can all make accusations, but either way, this series is over. That was really their last shot. It's about to be a sweep. I was the one, I was the one that was on this platform and said the Memphis Grizzlies would win this series. It seems like I've been wrong. I
You
just
said
expect.
that?
No, I did say that, and I
When I
definitely
get sick, you
expect.
just say the crazy. When I'm not here, you just say the
Listen,
craziest shit.
listen, 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 listen. I thought because I listen. There wasn't your regular 8 seed. Let's not act like it was the Atlanta Hawks led by
Nah,
Trey
it
Young.
was your regular AFC, bro.
Come on, John Moran. They was healthy. Who you missing?
They didn't beat the Thunder the whole season,
The play,
and you
all right,
thought
but
they were gonna.
the playoffs is a different animal. Listen, I'm saying I was wrong. Listen, the Thunder have proved me wrong. They definitely won this
I gotta
series,
ask him a
but
question though.
all right,
So
can
no,
I
no,
just
wait. I
get
just want to
into?
ask him a question. So
Go
when did
ahead.
you realize that the series was over? Was it game one or was it last night?
Nah, last night.
So when them niggas
If
lost by,
if the Grizzlies won last night, it's 2-1 next game in Memphis. What are you talking about right now,
yo. So now when them niggas was up 50,
bro? Like that was
yeah,
cute,
nah, I'm
bro.
sorry, no, that shit was
That was
crazy,
cute,
bro.
bro.
Bro, I'm like 51. I'm like, hell no, bro. I
Bro,
thought that was gonna be a
bro,
competitive series, though.
listen. That 51 was closer than you think.
Nah, that shit was out of reach, bro.
Listen,
That shit
that
was.
yo, let's listen. That was one of the closest 51-point games I've seen in my life. Like they was right there, but they wasn't right there. Yo, if y'all watch the game, they was there, but they wasn't there.
Nah, bro. They
Listen,
put up like at least 16 threes.
for
I feel
my
like
wait, hold on. For my battle rap fans, the Thunder got away with it, but they ain't get away with it.
so. What you thought that second round was like? Feel me?
Think
Like it could
about
have
it.
been debatable. Nah, bro.
Listen, man. Either way, all joking aside, the Thunder are clearly the better team in this series, and Shea Alexander hasn't even been really playing as the MVP, candidate that we've seen in the regular season. Jalen Williams has been okay. Chet Holmgren did step up last night, and the leader of that comeback. Um, yeah, this series is over. In terms of the Memphis Grizzlies, they gotta find a coach. I don't like this coach. He seemed confusing.
Yeah, he
I
was not
don't.
ready, bro. He was not
Yeah,
ready.
I
He's
don't really
not
know
ready.
if
That
he's
nigga,
the
I think he tried to look too much like a fucking pretty boy, bro. I don't see him yell. I don't see him do shit, bro. Nigga with his fucking slick back, like, bro, like say something, do something, nigga. Your team just blew a 29-point lead, bro, and you're sitting there on your Darvin Ham shit. That nigga's a white Darvin Ham, hands in pocket and all that.
shout out to Darvin Ham. So Memphis in the off season, I think there's definitely going to be some type of shakeup. What is it going to be? It could be anything from clean house
Everything.
to listen. It could be everything from clean house to nothing. Like so, um, endless possibilities. The Thunder's gonna win this series. They will be waiting the winner of the Thunder. I said the Thunder of the Nuggets and the Clippers, which has been an interesting series up till last night, to where the Nuggets got their ass for. We see Nikola Jokic upset there on the bench. Um, Another team that fired their coach minutes before the playoffs started. And moments like this happen, everyone's looking around like
Them,
Jokic, yes, is the leader of the team, but he should now not have to be the coach and give you a fucking 25-point triple double. Jamal, we need more from Jamal Murray. We need more from Michael Porter Jr. We already know what is going on. I think the biggest story in this series is just that Kawhi Leonard is healthy.
and what the fuck happened to Aaron Gordon's face? That's the
we
biggest
can
question of the
we can
series.
we when we can talk about Aaron Gordon, we could talk about Nikola Jokic, we could talk about Kawhi Leonard is healthy.
Yeah, that's scary, bro. Once
So
it's going,
so 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 it's like that in Vegas, the odds have to shift. If he's healthy, the Clippers are the better team. Period.
100%.
Like and
There's
James
nothing they
Harden.
could do with them. There's nothing they could do with him. And
James Harden
to,
has been decent. The role players have been playing well. It's looking like the Clippers are going to win this series unless the supporting cast of Denver gets it together. Because Kawhi
not
Leonard
happening.
healthy is just a different type of Clippers. The Clippers team in the regular season is not the Clippers team you're seeing now. That's the problem.
It's not happening. I think the series is over for the Denver Nuggets. I just think
They
that feel
gotta
me.
win. They gotta win the next game.
I don't think so. I think that feel me. If I look at it, the Clippers have played better than the Nuggets for all three games. They did. The Nuggets just literally got away with that game one. They literally stole that shit in the final possessions, though. But when I look at it, I haven't seen a point to where I said, "All right, Denver's clearly like better." Like, feel me? They've been afloat. Feel me? Game two has been like at least 16 lead changes, but I think game three was the real breakaway to where it's just like these boys can't hang with us for real. Feel me? And when I look at it on the defensive end, it's just like if Jokic is not running a 1-2 punch with Jamal Murray, then what do you really have? Feel me? Michael Porter Jr. has not gotten any better from when we seen him in like fucking the championship run, bro. It's still relatively
His
the
bank
same thing.
account, his bank account got better.
His bank account's not going to win him a playoff game. It's going to help him win in life. Trust me. Shout out to his bank account for helping him win in life. But in this playoff series, it's just like if you're not catching a rock and shooting, what are you doing? Like, feel me? He's not putting the ball on the floor. He's not getting to the basket. He's not, feel me? Michael Porter hasn't done nothing to really help this team. And, like, feel me? And I think the coach seen it, and that's why for the first 2 games, he relegating him to the bench too, and not in closing minutes too as well, because he's seen it's like, bro, if you're not knocking down 3-point shots, what are you doing? And I'm just looking at this team like there's no real bench support. Feel me? You get Westbrook, but you know what you get Westbrook. Feel me? It's either he's gonna do something good for like 2 possessions, then do something bad for 3 possessions. Then it's like, feel me? You got to take what you can. And feel me? This Clippers team is just too well oiled right now on the offensive and defensive end. I look at it. I was speaking to Jock yesterday, and he said a point to where I wouldn't even knock it. He said the way Kawhi Leonard is playing, feel me, and the ways everybody playing around him, James Harden, feel me, and knowing his role, Zubac is not, feel me, forcing nothing. He's working that pick and roll very good, and then, feel me, kicking out to open shooters when he has a chance to. He said to me, and I found it funny, but I kind of like it kind of makes sense. If Chris Dunn can hit timely threes, this Clippers team has a chance of making a run to the finals. And I look at it, I'm watching the game. I said,
No, that's impossible because the one thing, the one problem with that statement, and Jock is a very educated man, but he's also a very stupid man because he says stupid things like that. The Los Angeles Lakers have a team of Luka Doncic and LeBron James, and until that becomes not a factor, the Clippers will not be winning shit.
all right, now you saying that from a saying. I'm talking about identity wise. You really
I'm
think
talking
about it.
about realistic wise that we got Luka Doncic and LeBron James.
Listen, bro, that's how you feel.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
you feel. I'm just looking at it like that. I'm just looking at it from the Clippers standpoint and the perspective too. They might possibly
No,
run down the
they
line
can
with each
beat
other.
any other team but the Lakers. Like that's the
Why
problem.
can't they beat the Lakers?
I just said, hold on. Is your audio good? You can't hear what I'm saying? They have
Why can't a
Luka
healthy Cole?
Doncic and LeBron James, and they have Austin Reeves. This is the big three.
Do you not see that Kawhi Leonard kid though?
Oh
He's
no, I
healthy again.
didn't I just start by saying that? I gave him his. What the hell? I literally just said they could be any team, but that's the. You're not understanding what I'm saying. They could be any other team but the Lakers.
Nah, they could be
That
any team in the West, bro. And this
no,
is this
no,
is this is kind of hard for me to say though, because from
no.
where I started earlier on in the season and to here now to where we're saying that the Clippers actually has a chance.
Hold on. James Harden looks good now.
You do got a point about that though. He
James
might
Harden
fade.
looks good now.
He might fade. He might not. But not to get off topic though. But yeah, he said that, and I kind of looked at it. I'm just like, if the nigga did hit like maybe like 2 or 3 threes, feel me, it might be a different team. Feel me, you might actually have to close down now. There might be more spacing.
I
But
can't
that's
put I
besides the.
can't I can't I can't put my money on Chris Dunn. I like
No,
Chris
no, I
Dunn.
can't.
What
But shout
what
out
he's
to him
doing
though. Excellent
defensively,
defender. Yeah.
I would just say what he's doing defensively is great, but I'm not putting my money on Chris Dunn.
No, 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 no. I'll never put my money on Chris Dunn. But shout out to
And
Chris Dunn,
Style,
definitely.
and all jokes aside, Styles makes fight. This Clippers team right now, it's like boxing is just kind of beating on the Nuggets. But if they were to play the Thunder, if they was to play Golden State, the Lakers, Houston, it's all going to be different types of matchups, different type of defensive adjustments, coaching matchups. So it would definitely be an interesting series. But hold on, this series once again, if Nikola Jokic could have that MVP type of form, I'm talking about 35, 15, and 12, and the supporting cast can still go, and they could tie this series up. We're, we're going into game five title.
I wouldn't mind to see that. I definitely wouldn't mind to see that. I just think that, feel me, this Denver team just looked lost so far. I think that more so just offensively, it's just been just a Jokic show, and they live by and die by Jokic triple doubles. Jamal Murray has been a help, but feel me, somebody's gonna have to be better than Jokic, and that's not gonna happen. somebody might have to take more of an offensive load to carry so Jokic could feel me like sit back. Have to Jamal Murray go off for 30 points, somebody, but if it's just relying on Jokic, I just don't think that it's going to be sustainable.
Yeah, so this is gonna be part one of, well, really not part one, but this is just really the first part of this playoff catch up recap. I gotta charge my phone real quick, so we're gonna just stop this real quick, and well, I'm just gonna get my charger, but sub end this first part, so I can just grab my charger, and then we could just go right.
My fault. You can hear me.
I can hear you now. You heard what I said.
All right. My,
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my
let me split it
charger.
back. Because now my laptop was about to die.